Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Marian Dow, wife, mom of four, real estate investor, and entrepreneur. Today, I'm gonna give you a little update on my house that I purchased 4 months ago. What's going on with that house? Let's get right into it. All right, y'all, so I haven't talked about this house in a long time. Last time I was in there was in the summertime when I actually filmed this video right here where I was just venting about not finding an architect. So basically, when I bought this house back in July, I really underestimated the work that this house needed. I thought I was gonna be done in 5 weeks. I had my contractor in there. They literally started demolition the very next day. I think I closed on Monday. They started demolition on Tuesday. They were done by Friday. With demolition in the house, but then ever since they were done with demolition, we've been at the same place. So let's just laugh at this video that I did, this reel that I did in the summer, the very day that I purchased this home. I was there with my son and my husband. Let's just look at this video and laugh at this shit together, because I really be underestimating how much work these houses need. But let's just run the clip real quick. Miriam's out here. So when I say buy the ugliest house on the nicest block, this is what I'm talking about. Buy a house like this that's under distress, that needs a lot of work, and then you're gonna walk right into equity. You're gonna put that sweat equity in there. You're gonna get appreciation. Your ARV is gonna be double. I bought this house for half of what the ARV is gonna be, and I got it for the price of one, because I got a vacant lot right here. So once you put new construction on that property, then you're just bringing value to the neighborhood. And this is what you need to do. Don't buy those pretty houses with the pretty kitchens and the pretty countertops. Get a house that looks like this. It's not pretty, don't smell good, but this is where you're gonna get your money. I'm giving myself a goal of, I wanna get this done in 30 days, maybe 5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks. Tell me how long you think it's gonna take me to do it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram.
One eternity later.
So as you can see, I had so much energy. I thought I was gonna be done with the house in 5 weeks. Mind you, today's November 2nd. I'm filming this video 4 months later, and the house is still the same other than demolition. So after doing more research, I found out that because I don't actually live at that house, I already discussed this, but I don't live at the house. It's not a permanent resident of mine. So they need to get an official architect to make drawings for me. So I spoke to a few architects. They would come out, they would take a look. They'll say, okay, I'll get it to you in 2 weeks. 2 weeks go by, nothing happens. Or they go and they take a look, then we start calling them, they don't pick up. My contractor has someone go take a look, they don't answer the phone. It's like you chasing people to give them money. Like, are you serious? So then I started calling people on the phone, companies, like legit companies. This one company was trying to charge me like $15,000. Click. And then my neighbor that's at my first Airbnb, she has a lot of connects because she's a contractor. So I spoke to her and I was just like, hey, Mr. Retta, I've been looking for an architect. All these architects I'm finding are not real architects. So she was able to get me in contact with someone who's a real architect. And I think he's actually Nigerian. Shout out to all my Nigerians out there. But he came out. It took him a long time to come out. The first time I was supposed to meet with him, I think that was the day when I made that video. I was supposed to meet with him and he didn't come. So I thought he was a flaker just like the other people. But he turned out to be legit. He just couldn't make it. Something happened, whatever. But he really did redeem himself. He called me back. I wasn't answering. I was in my feelings. And I need to get out my feelings in this business. But he finally came. Once he did everything, first he came to do the measurements, then he gave me the estimate. It was above what I got him down to, because I got him down to 3,000, but I think it was more close to like $4,000, like 3,800 or something like that. So I got him down to 3,000, gave him a deposit the very next day, and he was able to have his people come do measurements that following Monday. But then it took me 2 months to secure an architect, but once I secured him and gave him the deposit, it took him a month to deliver. So mind you, I'm in the middle of traveling. I went to Africa for my foundation in Mali. Then I went to Greece with my husband, because it's the summertime. I'm trying to live my best life while constructing these properties. And mind you, I took the whole month of July off of work just so that I can have time to focus on these properties and, you know, manage the subcontractors, manage the job, and drive up there as frequent as I need to without the headache of having to be working as well. So it was the summertime. I wanted to be able to take my kids places, travel. So I took the whole month of July off, and then I took an additional 2 weeks off in August just to find out this shit needs so much work. So I actually just got the plans in September, y'all. So here are the plans. But this is what 3 bands look like. This is what it looked like. It's what it looked like. Bruh. It's super sunny. But this is what 3 bands look like. And I'm just gonna go into detail. I'm gonna go in the house, lay it out on the table and go into details. But I finally got my plans. So I'm getting some kind of good news. You heard? Some kind of good news. Hey y'all, so I had to actually use books to keep it down, but this is the first page and I'm covering my address and all that stuff. So let me just show y'all what this looks like. Okay, and then this is when you flip the page over. So this says demolition basement plan. Honestly, I don't really know what I'm looking at. Demolition first floor plan, because I know we need to get rid of some of the foundation because a lot of the wood is like eaten up and messed up. So the demolition for the first floor we already did. As you guys saw the last time I was in there, it was basically empty, but I do want to remove the chimney because that was like a big post in the middle of the house. So that is gotta get removed too, but we needed to make sure we had this first because that's like a big structure that's gonna get removed. So this is basically just telling you what the house looks like right now. So this is the left side of the house, this is that back door, and then this is the right side of the house where those 2 windows is in that little place that used to be like a terrace that we're turning into a 1-bedroom. And then since this middle bedroom, that's where that middle window is, we're making that room a little bit smaller so that this room could be a little bit bigger. And I'm getting rid of one of the windows because on the front facing, all right, so over here, you see there's 3 windows. And this is the front door, but as you can see, it says window and door to be removed. I don't know what he talking about because I'm keeping my door. But this window gotta go. Oh, so I guess we keeping this window. I thought we were gonna remove it. Listen, I don't even remember. The last time I was in this house was months ago. But we're removing the siding. This house needs new siding, new roof. It needs new framing. So let me flip the page and see what we got on the next page. All right, y'all. So this is what it's gonna look like once it's done. So as you guys know, there's gonna be elevation. We're gonna be increasing the roof. So like the ceiling's gonna get higher because the back of the house is really low, the front of the house is low. So I think it's gonna go up 6 feet. So we need a whole new roof. So as you can see, this roof is totally new. We need whole new siding. So let me see front elevation. Okay, front elevation. So he got the door here, but he has 2 windows instead of 3. Perfect. Let me see the back. Right elevation. Yeah, so yeah, I think I was right. No, wait, hold on. Rear elevation. Nope. So this, so is he getting rid of, yeah, so that's what I was telling you guys before. So he's getting rid of both of those windows on the left side of the house. That's going to be in that middle bedroom, that first bedroom. And we're just going to have these 2 windows. That's going to be in that first bedroom, and then no windows on the side. So that's good. And then this is the middle bedroom window, and this is the last bedroom window. And this roof is now lifted up. This is the rear of the house where I want to put like a dining table. And where the kitchen is going to be too. So everything is going to be the same ceiling height. The back door stays the same. 2 windows. This is like the living room, and then this is the kitchen window above the sink. And then come to the rear of the house. This is a bedroom window. This is the bathroom window that's going to be in the back of the house. And then this is the kitchen window that's probably going to be like above my dining table in that area. So perfect. I have no idea what all this means, but I needed to get this. So let's go to the next page. So this says proposed basement electrical plan. Now with this, we needed to make sure we have the new electrical in there. So I'm adding 100 amp electrical, and then also we need all new plumbing. I spoke to a plumber that told me that I'm probably gonna need a new water service because it hasn't been attached to a water service for years or whatever the case may be. So got a quote for that as well. So I have no idea what this stuff means. It says crawl space, all these little dots and symbols. I don't know what I'm looking at. So let's move on. All right, y'all. So this is where they really lost me, because what are they talking about? It's talking about detail, closet accessories, wood, clothes pole. Wow, it really gets into detail. Like even the pole that goes into a closet is here. Metal brackets to support. What? This is crazy detail. Section through closet, roof overhang, double top exterior wall, vinyl siding. Yeah, I don't know what they talking about, but yep. This is what a plan looks like, just in case you guys were wondering. Plumbing riser diagram. I guess this is what the plumber would need. Every time I talk to a plumber, and I tell them I already have the plans, they tell me to email them over. And every time I talk to an electrician, they tell me to email it over. So I guess there's certain parts in here that's specific to them, and then they would need to look at that to see exactly what details and stuff like that. Door head detail, door jam detail, type something, recess light. Yeah, I'm gonna be having recess light. Oh, so this tells me what kind of recess light I need to have in there. So I guess this will be good information for the electrician. Plumber rising diagram, hot and cold water riser diagram. Don't know what that means. Typical section and wall penetration. I guess it's gonna tell us what kind of screws we need to be using. I don't know, y'all. Are any of y'all watching this video architects? Maybe I could break it down. New ceiling repair, handrail detail. There's not going to be any rails in the house, only outside. I have a few steps going in front of the house and at the back door, so I guess the railing for that. I never really sat down and really looked at this. New ceiling repair, wall types. Okay, so it's really detailed, y'all. And then here's the last page, just a whole bunch of, I guess, details, but no drawings. So, yep, this is what my plan looked like that cost me all this money. But I just want to tell you guys, like, just from that reel, I really underestimated how much work this house needed. I mean, I need a new roof. I need a new ceiling. I need new siding, new ceiling. I need a new roof. I need new siding. I need a whole new framing in the house because the wood inside the house is like, it's just bad. I need to remove the chimney because I don't like that post in the middle of the house. I'm making one of the bedrooms bigger. I'm keeping the same format, but I'm gonna put a really nice island in the middle of the kitchen, which wasn't there before. It was some whack shit. I'm changing where the tub was in the bathroom. It was in a weird area. I'm putting you know how you have I'm getting rid of windows. So it's just a lot, and I underestimated. And what I was trying to do was, hire a subcontractor. So in the beginning, as soon as I closed on the house, I had a fencer go out, get an estimate of the fence for both lots, give me a quote. I had 2 siding companies go out, give me a quote. I had a roofer company go out and give me a quote. A lot of these people be going, then they don't call you back, and I'm not about to be chasing you because that's a bad sign. If I gotta chase you in the beginning to give me a quote, then it's over. Like, I'm not doing all that. And then so what happened was my contractor, like the day I met him, he already had the paperwork and we signed it. Now he's used to working in Trenton. This is another town. This is like the suburbs in Mercer County. So it's a nicer area than Trenton. The Comptonist areas are in the high 300,000s. So I bought this house for half of that. But mind you, I got 2 lots. So there's a house on one lot and the other lot is vacant. I plan on doing something totally cool with the second lot. I think I'm gonna put like a tiny home on that lot. But I'm gonna have like a whole video, a whole series of me getting a tiny home and permits and stuff like that. But that's the idea I'm going with that lot, because it's a narrow lot. So I didn't really feel like building a whole new house on it. I think I want to just put a nice tiny home on that. But with this, my contractor, he has his connects and he's familiar with the Trenton system. So each town is different. You cross the street, you in a whole new town, they got different rules, different stuff. So he went over, he dropped off the paperwork because I had signed it, and then 2-3 weeks went by. I start calling the town. They left an email on the voice message, so I emailed them and they got back to me immediately. It was like, what's your address? And then I was leaving the address to the property, and they were like, we don't have anything here for that property. So I called the contractor. He goes up there. The whole time he submitted the wrong paperwork, so it never even entered the system. So they give you something called a jacket. A jacket is like a packet. So basically there's paperwork for the plumber that needs to get filled out. There's paperwork for the electrician that needs to get filled out. Paperwork for the contractor. They need to see the contract to see how much he's charging me to get this work done. Paperwork for HVAC. They need to see the smoke and detector systems for fire, and all this shit. So I wanted to, hire a subcontract to do everything. So that's what I was really wanted to do in the beginning. Now that 4 months has passed and we still here, I definitely want to change that. I don't want to do that anymore, just because I don't think I have the time to do it. And I'm just like, I feel like since the beginning of 2022, January, with me going and looking at these rental properties and getting a landlord to say yes, then changing my mind, then, starting to look at duplexes, getting pre-approved, then, the lender that basically fucked me over, I got pre-approved for a property, and then he just went MIA, wasn't getting back to me with the paperwork. So then I got another lender, but then I lost a duplex deal when I already spent money on the inspections, spent money on my contractor going to take a look at that. And it's just like, I feel like the whole year 2022, like I've just been going. I need a break. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, like I need a break. And I know it's gonna be worth it once these houses are nice and listed. It's gonna be nice and pretty and stuff, but I really regret doing 2 properties at once. Because I bought this house before I bought the duplex with my sister. But I went full in with my sister because I was like, hey, the one with my sister needs less work. So let me go full in with her. That's me and her. We're putting our money together. That's going to be, a quicker turnaround. That was supposed to be done end of August. We are now in November. The house is still not done. And my other house has just been sitting here because I was trying to do both at the same time, but I was losing my mind, losing my hair. So I'm like, I really need to just chill and do one at a time. So I got quotes from plumbers. I had a plumber go out there. He told me $7,500. This is the same plumber that worked on my first house when I found shit in my basement. So here's a link to that video right here. He came and he replaced my sewer pipes. He dug a hole in my sidewalk outside and replaced those pipes from my house to the street. So it was a whole situation. So he gave me a quote of $7,500. I had an electrician come out. Not the electrician that was supposed to work on my other house. He was supposed to go. He actually visited the house 2-3 separate times, but never gave me a quote. Now he's MIA, so I'm not working with him. I had another electrician come out. They gave me a quote of $13,000. I had another electrician come out. They didn't give me a quote yet. So I'm like, you know what? Do I really want to sit here? Like, how much am I really saving by having these electricians go out? Like, I get, like, the reason why I wanted to do is because I wanted to build these contacts. So I wanted to, I hope you guys can see me okay. I wanted to build these contacts. So I wanted to, get my own subcontract. Because when I worked with my first general contractor on my first property, he didn't want to share any of his contacts. He said it took him years to develop and, find these people that's working for him. So he's not just about to share them with anyone. You want to work with them, you got to work with him. And of course, he's going to upcharge you. So now that I did a different route where I'm hiring my own subcontractors, it's like, it's hard to get a hold of them. And sometimes they're not really serious. And I'm not physically there. I can only visit so often. So I think this time around, and as you can see, I haven't gotten anywhere. So I think what I'm going to do this time around, I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm going to be honest when I feel like I could have did things better. So I'm going to hire a general contractor. So that's what I'm in the process of doing now, getting different estimates from different contractors. Someone was supposed to go out yesterday. I'm about to call him up because he didn't call me. It's like, you're chasing these people. I'm going to call up different general contractors, and I've been getting estimates. So they're going to tell me, okay, it's going to cost us, let's say $100,000 to do everything, including the electrical, plumbing. Like, I don't want to deal with different people. I just want to, for this one, I just want to deal with one person. And then this way, I hire a general contractor, I give them a down payment, we pay in phases. They have all those people, because I can honestly say when I worked my general contractor on my first property, although we didn't finish off well, like we separated when the deal was done, like it was bad. It was on bad terms because he just wouldn't answer the call. He would just be lying, and he was trying to double charge me for things that I shouldn't have paid for. But I saw that in like the emails and the invoices that was getting sent to me. He had me paying for labor and materials when I was only supposed to pay for labor. So I was paying the contractor for labor separately, and now I'm supposed to just pay for material. He will hire a subcontract like a floorer. The floorer would come out and charge me $6,000 for flooring, but that's including labor. But I'm not supposed to pay for labor. So I caught on to that, and it was just, he wasn't honest. So, but I think I'm gonna hire a general contractor to do everything. I think you gotta look at where you are, and I'm at a point where I need to just hire people that, you know, been in this industry for a really long time. They have reliable people that work for them, and I'm just going to oversee everything. So that's what I want to do. Of course, when it comes to my flooring, my kitchen cabinets, my countertops, my kitchen backsplash and stuff, like, I'm going to be really hands-on with that. My siding, my roofing color, I'm going to be really hands-on with that, choosing the colors and stuff like that. But other than that, like, I think I'm just gonna go with the general contractor to do everything, because we're 4 months in, and I know, like, if I wasn't doing the duplex with my sister, I would be way ahead of the game. But my attention is there. It's hard for me to focus on 2 properties at the same time and raise my family and do my job. So it's just a lot, and I can admit when I'm like overwhelmed, and I am overwhelmed. So that's what I'm gonna do with this property. Stay tuned for that. A lot has been going on. I'm gonna go over the pages with you so you guys can see each page. Some of this shit I don't know what I'm looking at, but that's where we're in the process of doing, getting different quotes from different general contractors. I'm also considering what is that, a construction loan. So it's like a 203k loan. Look it up so you can read about it. Basically, it's a lender. They come, they check my credit, they check the property, they make sure it's a good property, they make sure, you know, they try to estimate what the ARV is going to be, and my ARV is going to be double what I bought it for, especially with those 2 lots there. And then what they do is I think I pay a deposit, and then they work with the contractor, right? So they make sure it's a licensed contractor, and it's, in a way, it's good because it's a second pair of eyes that's looking at the job, because they can tell me the plumbing's done. I'm gonna walk through and I'm like, oh, okay, it looks good. I don't know what to look for and what, you know, what should be there and what shouldn't be there. But how the construction loan works is they work with the contractor is putting the upfront cost there, right? So let's say the first phase is framing. The contractor comes, he does all the framing. When he's done, he lets me know. I let the lender know. They send someone out, an inspector out within a few days. The inspector comes and inspects the framing. If everything's good, they'll have their money within 24 to 48 hours. The lender just puts that chunk of money in their account directly. It doesn't go through me, it goes straight to the contractor's account. But if something's wrong, they'll say, well, we need you to fix this, we need you to fix this. So the contractor has to then fix that, then the inspector comes back out. Now, when you're doing construction loans, you have to work with contractors that, you know, they've been in the game for a long time, they've worked with this, they have experience with construction loans, and also that have the money to upfront the cost. Because I believe I pay a down payment to the lender, but as far as the contractor, I think they upfront the cost, and then the lender pays them as they go. So a lot of contractors out here can't really do that, but so you have to work with a company that you know, a company that has the funds to do that. But I think it is guaranteeing funds for them because they're working directly with the lender. So I guess that puts the contractor's mind at ease. So I'm considering doing that. But then again, once I do that, I would have to refinance my home and then pay off the construction part of it, I think. And I don't think I want to do that. Now that right now I have 3 mortgages with my 2 investment properties and my primary mortgage. So now that I'm getting into it, I don't think I want to add another mortgage on there. I don't think I want to do another BRRRR. I think I want to actually do this cash and just finish it cash, and just let this one property be just cash, where I don't have to make a mortgage payment. So I'm considering a few different things, considering maybe refinancing our primary residence. We've been here for 6 years. We've never done it. We got almost double the equity in those 6 years. As you guys know, house prices is going up like crazy. Got this big ass lot behind me. So my property is really up in value. We have a pool and all that. So we were thinking about maybe refinancing my primary residence and using that cash to finance the job for this house. And this way I don't owe anyone, because when you do a cash out refinance, like, you don't have to pay it back. I don't owe anyone, then we own that house outright. But then again, I'm thinking, do I want to take the equity out of this house? There's a lot of plans that I have in mind with this house as well. So it's just a lot going on, but I'm getting these estimates. I just wanted to give you guys an update, because you're probably like, yo, what happened to this house? She bought this house and she never talked about it. Because this house is just sitting there empty. I mean, I have my landscaper go every week. In the beginning, he was going every week. So I had him remove that ugly gate that was in the front. Just go look at that video that I told you guys to look at in the beginning, and you'll see the differences. But he removed all the shrubs, all the different ugly plants, the big bushes, and there was like tree trunks and stuff. He removed all that stuff. So the house looks clean now, but I had him doing the landscaping every week, and he was charging me, I don't remember how much he was charging me every week, maybe $50 every week to do the landscaping. But once I realized like this house is not about to be getting listed anytime soon, so I'm just doing the landscaping for the neighbors if for the house to be just sitting there, I was like, let's make it bi-weekly. So he comes out every 2 weeks. He does it $70. I think the last time he did it was Friday, and that's going to be the last time for the season until we come back into spring. But yeah, I was spending $70 on it every 2 weeks. My taxes is around a little bit over $4,000 for the year. So every quarter I'm paying like $1,000, $1,070 or something like that. So those are my expenses for the house, insurance. But yeah, I really want to get up and ready and get this house done, especially December is a high month, but I want this house to be done, of course, before the summertime. So by the summertime, God willing, I'm going to have all these properties up and ready, and that's going to be that. So thank you so much for watching. That's where we at with this house. I'll keep you guys updated. But we finally got the plans. It took me 3 months to get these plans, y'all. And this is what 3 bands look like. 3 bands. This is what it looked like. This is what success looked like. This is what it looked like. This is what it looked like. 3 bands is crazy. I get 3 copies, 1 for me and 2 for the contractors that get submitted to the town. But that's where we are with this house, just in case you guys were wondering. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please get this video up to 100 likes, and I'll drop another video for you later on this week. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.